What's going on, everybody? John Cannon for JJ Entertainment. Thank you guys for checking in for another checkup, whatever it may be. So my wife pointed out that every vlog I am in a gray t-shirt. So I made a point and I went out and I bought t-shirts of all sorts of colors other than my traditional gray and black. So you guys have something to look forward to other than the gray t-shirts. I did not believe her when she said so I went on the vlogs and looked, and sure enough, I'm either in one of my typical sleevelesses for packing up the trailers, or a gray or black t-shirt. So I'm bringing some color to the vlogs now. So I had a couple things I want to talk to you guys about and kind of get your opinions on them. So the one thing being, do I start a second YouTube channel just kind of for the vlogs, the behind the scenes, kind of like the one-on-one engagements that we're doing with this? And my thoughts are on it that, you know, my main YouTube page has really been the page that I send clients to, where we post a lot of our event photos, our event footage. And I'm just not sure how I feel about the vlogs with my thoughts about events and everything being on my main page. So I'm toying around with the idea of starting just a John Cannon for Vlogs or a JJ vlog. I don't really want to start building subscribers on the second page and have two of them. But then I think that, you know, I am early enough in doing these vlogs that, you know, now would be the time kind of to do it. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think it makes a difference having all of it in one page. And if you think that my clients would see something like that and be like, what is this exactly? You know, I do a good job with making sure the videos on my page are under the proper category. So, like, you know, I have a school dance category, I have a wedding category, I have a vlog category, I have, you know, my show express category. So, you know, they're not just all under, they're not just thrown on there, you know, unorganized. I mean, so, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. Let me know what you guys think. You know, I don't know how many subscribers I have. I think, you know, I'm definitely over a couple hundred. I mean, I really don't know. I may have 1,000 subscribers. I don't pay attention to those kinds of things. But let me know in the comments if you think a second YouTube channel. Actually, do this. Instead of saying yes or no, give me the pros and cons. Let me see what your pros and cons are for, whether or not I should have a second YouTube channel for just these kind of one-on-one engagements and like the Monday Q&As we're going to start doing, and you know, just kind of the behind-the-scenes vlogs. So, you know, I could do like the behind-the-scenes stuff in the vlog and then link to the main page or the main YouTube channel for the actual promo stuff. I don't know. I mean, let me know your pros and cons. I'm curious to see what everybody has to say. I had got a question a couple days ago on Facebook as to what adapters do I like for the GoPros. As you guys may or may not know, I love GoPros. We have our DSLRs, but the Hero 4s, I really like the quality of the footage. Especially, I love shooting in 4K. You know, I have a 4K monitor at home, and I love seeing some of the outdoor, like quadcopter photos or outdoor shots in 4K. It just looks incredible. I know a lot of, you know, majority of people probably don't have 4K screens yet. I do think we'll get there eventually. So I'm kind of wanting to start shooting more in 4K to have it. But on the flip side, it's a tremendous amount of footage. I think a 15-minute clip is close to, I think, 6 or 7 gigs on the GoPros. So for the video editors asking to shoot more stuff in 1080p because it was a lot of files for them to download since we get all the files to Dream It Real via Dropbox. So, but I had someone ask me, you know, what kind of adapters do I like for the GoPro, and I have 3 main adapters that I really like. A 4th one that I tend to use every once in a while, but not as much. So really, the 2 right off the bat are these circular clamps. And these work great if you're using trussing. The smaller clamps allow us to get into the crossbars of the truss. The bigger clamps allows us to get onto bike stands, the 2-inch pipes on the global truss. And sometimes, you know, I've been able to fit this just around anywhere I could kind of get a loop around. So I mean, I didn't have my jaw clamp with me one day, so I used the 2-inch circle clamp to clamp into the holes on my road case where I usually drop cables through. So it's come in handy. Those are my two bottom favorites. The other one is the mic stand clamp. This is nice because this threads directly into a mic stand, and if you have a mic stand with kind of the boom arm built in, it allows you really quickly to spin this on and throw a GoPro up, and you can move around. You could do your time lapses with them. You know, you can kind of put them up and then boom out a little bit so you can get kind of a nice overhead shot. So the mic stand adapter is one of my definitely favorite ones to use, or my more frequent. At schools, usually I can find a basketball backboard to mount them to. Sometimes they have award boards in the gymnasium that I'm able to get the suction cup to get a good suction on and mount it there. So I'll use the suction cup one every once in a while. The jaw clamp is my favorite. I just don't know where it is. I lost it. It's not lost outside of our office at home. It's somewhere here. I saw it in my old vehicle, but I think in the process, that's where it is. See, thank you, right there. So when it was in the back of my old truck, and when I put everything into the box when I had to clean out my old truck, I remember throwing it into that box. So I'm gonna go look for it there. And then lastly, my favorite adapter, if you would, for the GoPro is the gimbal. A lot of our nice, real smooth shots as they go up into the air and everything, a lot of those come from our gimbal, and the gimbals are amazing. And what it is, it's this guy right here. And they have extension pipes that we have for these, so we can get this on like a 4-foot pipe and really get some cool shots with it. But the way that is, there's these 3 motors. You got 1, 2, and you got a third one right here. These motors work with a gyroscope to keep this camera stable. It also allows you to do some really nice pans and really nice tilts. So let me go and power this on real quick, and I'm going to show you guys. When you power it on, you got to keep it upright so it finds its straight position. So from here, I can move this camera around, and that footage is going to stay straight. With a little small flick of the wrist, you can get really nice cinematic kind of pans for it. And this thing has a whole bunch of different modes, but I like that I can be moving around the crowd and everything and getting crowd shots, and this footage isn't shaky like a traditional GoPro would be if you had it in a hand or if you had it on a stick. I'm looking for another one of our GoPros I know I have on my desk. My desk is always a mess. Let's say this is a GoPro. Actually, I think my vlog camera is sitting here. I don't know where anything on my desk is. Actually, here it is. So normally, if we're here like this and I'm making these turns, I have a tendency to try to, I turn the camera a little bit. Here, I can make those turns, and I don't have to worry about the camera, the angles getting bumped, or, especially this is the greatest thing for techs, because if you tell a tech to, hey, go take a camera and go film, they can go film with this, they can go film with a DSLR, they can go film with a GoPro. But a lot of times, they'll drop their arm, they'll kind of walk like this, where, they're holding it up for a second while they move positions. Here, no matter what they're doing, it's that footage is staying great. So if I'm not looking at the footage like, why did you move the camera or tilt the camera down? I just lost the perfect shot. This works great. I love it. They're about $200, $300. The GoPros you can sync in with your cell phones for a video display, and they make a kind of like a jaw that mounts to the stick itself that your camera clips into, or your phone clips into, so you can see your video, what exactly you're filming. This has some different modes. I don't remember the button pattern off the top of my head to get to them. Let's see, this is one of them. Let's see, 1, 2. Nope, let's try this. There we go. So this one now, straight up you have your default position. If you tilt forward, you can start to pan down, so you can get some cool crowd shots. If you go down low and push the stick forward, you can get some nice, not upskirts, but nice, low angle shots. And again, you still can twist your wrist and get these nice pans and everything. And you still get your normal motions and everything. So I really like the gimbals for the GoPro. Like I said, it's not really that expensive an investment. You know, the ones for the DSLRs, they're not cheap at all. They're very expensive. So this is a great alternative. If you want to try a gimbal, if you have a nice DSLR and you have a nice lens and you want to try a gimbal out, you know, there's some companies like lensrentals.com that we've rented from before when we've needed additional camera bodies or additional lenses. We've rented from them before, and they have the gimbals that you can rent for, I think, you know, $250 for a weekend. But at that point, if you have a GoPro, you might as well pay the $250 and start off with that small one. But they're great. I love it. The footage looks night and day different. You know, I look at some of our footage now from just shots that our techs have shot for us, and it just looks so much different than what it would have looked like 2 years ago. I mean, it's just, you get some really nice and smooth shots that you wouldn't have been able to get with unless you had like a jib or, you know, something like a slider or, you know, something like that you know, the average DJ company that's not a video production company wouldn't have access to. So I love gimbals. If you guys haven't had a chance to play with one, you know, try it. So, you know, you can, like I said, you can rent them. Heck, you can order them off Amazon, and I think you have a return policy depending on who the store is that you purchased the gimbal from. So if you don't like it, you always can send it back. But definitely love the gimbals. So that's really it. That's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions about the gimbals, if you have any questions about the GoPros, leave some comments below. I'll be happy to help you guys with it or answer any questions that you know, I have an answer for. I found out they make lens kits for the GoPros, and I think there's a 5.4 millimeter, which seems to be a real popular lens to kind of take out the fisheye. So I'm debating on if I want to break open a GoPro and try a lens kit. I thought about maybe trying to find like an old Hero 3 or Hero 3 Plus, and I'd feel a lot better about breaking a $100 or $200 camera versus a $500 or whatever the GoPros, the Hero 4 Blacks go for. So that's it. There was something else I was about to bring up, and I just totally kind of, you know, forgot what it was. I don't know. I know as soon as I hit stop of this video, it's going to pop up. But that was it. You know, we talked about the second channel. Leave your pros and cons below. The GoPro attachments. If there's another attachment that you guys like for your event, let me know. There's also a lot of third-party GoPro attachments that I've kind of stumbled across on Amazon. So if you have something that's not an official GoPro attachment that you like, send it to me, please. You know, I've seen some of these attachments that they use on, like, you know, I'm a Gold Rush fan. On some of the behind the scenes, they show you some of the different ways they use GoPros and stuff for the shots. And I'll see these attachments, and I'm like, ooh, who makes that? So if you guys have any cool attachments that you guys have found that aren't like the generic ones from GoPro, let me know, because I'm definitely curious to hear about those. And we talked about the gimbal. Guys, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you. Leave your comments below. Oh, Show Express version 7. I think I'm going to start tutorials on those soon. We've been using it for our school dances, and I know a lot of you guys have found my page and subscribed to my page from the Show Express 6 series that our how-to series that I had done. So I think we're definitely going to be doing a version 7 tutorial. Now that we're finally using it for our main rigs, I'm starting to learn new tips and tricks with it. And I know I was on version 6 long after 7 came out. I just did not want to make the jump. But there's a lot of great things in version 7, like the speed slider or a speed fader to be able to speed up your generator movements for like moving heads. I've switched to a Mac, or sorry, I've switched from a Mac to a PC just for Show Express. And I like that because of the Sound Active, which has been there for a while. Please do not start a Mac versus PC debate. But yeah, so I'll definitely have some version 7 tutorials hopefully coming out when we get some free time here for Show Express version 7 for you guys. So stay tuned. Let me know what you guys think about possibly doing that second channel. And I'll talk to you guys then. Cool. Peace, love, happiness. Do what you do. Love what you do. Follow your heart. I need a better sign-off message, but just follow your dreams, guys, and you guys can make it far. All right. Thank you guys so much. Take care.